Good morning, fanatics. Welcome to Flow with the Markets Tuesday, volume 182. You know, in this video, we're going to have an update from what happens on Monday, on Tuesday, what is happening right now. Because, you know, when we do our analysis on the weekend, right, from the weekly outlook and setups on Saturday, Monday opens and something completely different happened. So a lot of times you are just gonna have to flow with the markets, align your analysis and adapt to what is happening right now. So the aim of this video is just to give you a heads up, what is happening, what do I expect, give you any updates on economic news releases that are incoming so that you can stay more on track with the market. We did live sessions on this one. Today I'm doing a video. It's gonna be quick, it's gonna be nice. The live sessions are taking a little bit too much time, so we're not gonna do those way too often. So without losing any time, let's jump into the market because it's already London open just right now on the minute. Let's see what we can have. All right, you know, we are always starting with a Dixie. Let's see, I'm pretty much keeping all my analysis from Saturday, not touching anything. So just to start with right now, we are having CPI today. Okay, so just if I take on my other screen, CPI at 2:30, this is 30 minutes into into New York Open. All right, so make sure that you are aware of this because nowadays CPI is very, very important. In fact, even more important than NFP. And yeah, CPI and interest rates are the biggest shake of the market right now. So I do expect for that CPI to cause a little bit of a shake today. We can see like the expectations and like the consensus are not very different. So it really depends on the results though, right? So make sure that you watch out for that. Going on to the charts, there's my overall analysis on the DXY. You know that I'm overall bullish. Why? Because the 4-hourly time frame is, according to me, still bullish, right? And we expected a pullback. So again, this is one of the zones that we can expect a pullback. The market already grabbed the liquidity, perfect. And right now it's tapping deep into this base demand, right? But again, let me remind you that this is actually the major higher low, according to me. Right, that's according to me. So as long as we stay above this zone right there, I am still bullish. Okay, so we might not react from here, which is this zone, right? But we can come in, take this low as liquidity, and then react from there, right? So you can see I'm overall calling a bullish dollar, and this is again mainly because we are currently bullish on the FOH, right? Again, if you drop to the daily is also bullish, and it has this pullback, so we can be expecting another daily push into the highs to take out this week daily high right there, and then eventually tap into this overall kind of weekly supply. Okay, so I do expect for us to have another leg to the upside, but of course, let's see, anything can change, right? So really on the Dixie, I'm not going on a lot on the 50-minute, but yesterday we had a beautiful swing trade at 3 o'clock. Unfortunately, I was not trading. I took 2 break-evens in London. So yeah, pretty much you can see we started, we took out the liquidity at the top, then we aligned bearish, right? Then we just pull back inside the zone, beautiful short right here. London was a little bit messy, right? Was a little bit waking up. It didn't provide much, right? We just kind of rolled to the downside and shifted up, then down. So it wasn't really great, but again, it was New York session that really threw the market down. And what you see happening right now is that we're tapping inside this big base demand on the left, and the 50-minute has aligned bullish. Okay, so what you can simply do is you can draw a zone, which we also have on EU. And yes, so it already provided the entry, like EU is already running away. It just threw this little wick right there. But if right now we start coming back towards this zone, then I will still be interested to take a long trade. All right, so that is pretty much the Dixie. I am bullish biased right now. The 50-minute has also aligned bullish. So there is a chance we will push up a little bit. Again, this push, is it going to make a new high? We don't know, right? Or is it just going to be a reaction to then come into this demand? Again, guys, we don't know. So what I say, be aware that this is the low and this is the high, right? And this is your range right there. We're below 50% right now. So anytime the 50-minute goes up for me, because I trade the 50-minute as my meso time frame, which is like the middle time frame, right? Anytime it goes up, it is a high probability to take a long. Okay, so that's bullish Dixie. Euro USD also playing out overall. Let me just delete my my trades, not to take too much space. Also going overall as expected, right? I was expecting like a drop and then a continuation down, and sure, we opened and we had a little bit of a drop right there, and then the market just started moving up, which is great because we do not have a new 4-hourly lower high. Right here, it's just one candle of pullback, then it dropped, and then it reversed. So I don't really count this one as a 4-hourly pullback. What I have is this zone that we can potentially expect a reaction, right? And then of course this is my major lower high. Okay, similar to the Dixie, This one is the major. So as long as we stay below this one, then I'm bearish Euro USD on the 4-hourly time frame. So yes, right now we're tapping inside this one and we are just giving a reaction. Yesterday I took break evens. It was from here, right? Gave a reaction. It was 2 trades that I took. Both of them were break even, luckily, because then you can see how the market massively dropped down. And then unfortunately I wasn't on the charts at 3 o'clock for this long. My community took this long, so they took a stop loss right there. I took a break even because I was a bit more scared. And there was a lovely trade right there that ran for very big R. And also US 30 provided beautiful longs yesterday as well. So Monday was a pretty good day. Right now we're tapping inside this supply, as I told you. And again, as you can see, the market is just coming in, right? It's just making bullish structure. And just right now, roughly around mid Frankfurt Open, similar to the Dixie, we created a bearish trend change, right? If you go to the 21 minute, I have a 21 minute supply zone that looks pretty good, right? So what I'm looking for right now, I was looking to take a trade from here, right, as a swing trade. Stop loss was a little bit big, and on the 1 minute, it did not provide me the setup, right? So currently, if I just jump on the 1 minute, what I'm looking at is for the market to either pull back towards this zone and give me a confirmation to enter, or for it to come in again at this zone, right? Take either a swing trade or again wait for another 1 minute alignment. So this is my current intraday setup. By the time I publish this video, it might have happened. This is why I don't like those kind of flows, because they happen way too quick, especially when you're day trading. So I have to find out the best way to go around this, providing value while still showing you that actually what we do works, right? Because by the time I end, this one might go up. I might have not taken any trade, and then according to you, like, I was wrong because this level did not get respected, right? So this is what bothers me a little bit, but we're gonna see how to adapt to that. So let's see how it goes, right? Those are my current expectations. I'm looking for shorts on EU. It's bearish on the 4H. It has aligned bearish on the 50-minute. Let's see, right? So the JPYs, very nice expansion. So again, you can see that's pure manipulation. I told you JPYs, don't trade a lot of JPYs, right? So you can see here, we're still on EJ, especially on EJ, we're still bearish from there. It looked like it aligned right there, but it's back into the range, right? So again, good luck trading the JPY pairs, right? And it broke this supply, but once again, it just smashed through this supply. So I really don't think you got any kind of entries right there. Yeah, there was no 50-minute alignment overall. The market just kept going up and up and up and up and up. So you should be again following the 15-minute and just taking long trades, right? So honestly, I don't know what to expect right now on Euro Yen, so I'm not going to be throwing any analysis, right? It's still bearish on the 4H. It's coming back again into this area. The most recent structure right now is bullish, so there is a lot of bullish momentum going on right now. If you jump on the 15-minute, let's see what the 15-minute is doing. Well, it aligned bearish right there. Bearish. And yeah, currently it looks like it shifted up right there, came back to retest, and it's currently giving you a long trade. Yes, so this is currently the analysis. So there is our trend change right there. What caused the trend change? Demand zone. What do we have right now? A new breaker structure. So yeah, currently intraday or intra-session, I would even say, we are technically bullish. We just broke 50-minute high. So if we come back right there, I'm going to be looking for a lower time frame entry setup and potentially get involved into longs, right? And this is just simply following the current 15-minute flow, right? I ignore the 4-hourly because the 4-hourly is absolutely messy and it tells me absolutely nothing. Right, so let's see how this one plays. But again, guys, keep in mind this is EJ and it can change very quickly. So this could be like a manipulation coming back into this supply, which is very important, and it could just drop. Okay, so even though the 50-minute right now is bullish, if it aligns bearish right now, then it's going to be very good for you to take a short, because let's remind ourselves the bias on EJ is bearish on the 4H. So if the 50-minute goes down, you have a very high probability trade. Okay, so currently bullish. If it aligns bearish, right, so if it breaks below this zone, then just make sure to try to get involved into shorts, because again, shorts is the bias. Okay, so that's EJ. Very nice, very simple, very quick. There's the Aussie. So Aussie is doing some funky stuff again. So we broke structure down right there. It shifted down, came into supply. Kind of, this one gave a couple of responses. So I'm really not sure if there were any shorts to be taken. But right now we have a 4-hourly reversal. This one is not a valid range. So still This is right now our valid hourly demand zone. Supply is broken. And again, yeah, we have to adapt once again. So we're currently bullish on the 4H, which is rather strange according to to the other pairs. But yeah, yesterday, the only trade you could have taken, yes, is from here, a short, right? But again, if I drop to the 1 minute, I can probably, yeah, see that there was no setup. Okay, yeah, so maybe you take one loss. Yeah, yesterday you take one loss. I haven't checked my AU chat in the community, but this is potentially one loss. Yeah, so this is a loss that you could have taken yesterday on the Aussie, and then it aligned bullish. So then your task is, okay, how do I then go long? But unfortunately, I think it just started rolling up. Yeah, there is a long right there, but the zone is not very clean. So yeah, Aussie, this is why I don't trade Aussie. I find that EU moves a little bit cleaner, right? So I don't trade a lot of Aussie. It tends to change structure a little bit. But yeah, yesterday could have been a losing day. Ooh. Right, just get an alert on EU. So currently being aligned bullish, then I guess we just follow the hourly time frame, which is right now bullish. And then if we just jump on the 50-minute again, as I said, yesterday could have been tricky depending on how you look at structure and at ranges, right? You could have potentially longed from here, which was actually the zone that caused the reversal. And then it just started rolling very nicely to the upside. And unlike EU, which provided a beautiful swing trade, this one was not entirely clean. Like, okay, is it this little guy? Is it this little guy right there that you take as a zone, right? Slightly bit debatable. What happened right now is we took out the previous daily high as a very nice liquidity. But again, this to me is not the liquidity grab because we are still technically bullish, right? And I would actually argue whether I take this candle or I take this whole candle, right? So I just want you to be aware that technically, according to me, if this one breaks, we are turning bearish, right? So currently we're tapping inside the zone, right? And if you just jump on the 1 minute, you could be looking like for entry setups right now, okay? So let's see, like, I don't really trust this kind of long on the Aussie because everything else is looking bearish. But again, we have this very recent momentous push into the upside. Like, for example, the indices are bullish, right? The Dixie is very bearish as well, although we're right now having this very recent trend change. Oftentimes, this can be like a manipulation. Early in the day, you get like a couple of fake ones, and then the real ones are going to come in when the market starts trending. Okay, so let's see, like Aussie dollar currently looks bullish, although I do expect it to potentially give us a deeper pullback. So if you can manage to find any setups from here, then this is currently what I am going to be looking for. But if you start breaking below this level right there, then I'm going to start looking for shorts and then potentially try to catch the pullback into the downside. So let's see. And again, keep in mind, we have CPI today, so it might not be textbook setups because usually at that time it just consolidates. So similar to AJ, like we have a beautiful expansion on the yen pairs, right? So we were bearish, but the market just smashed through those zones, which then, on the other hand, turns the market to bullish. We made a push. We're right now making a pullback in this very big 4-hourly range, right? And if you jump on the 50-minute time frame again, right now the 50-minute is in a pullback mode. So if we just actually look carefully at it, yeah, it actually, according to my rules, it aligned right here. So you can be looking immediately to short the pullback. Lower low, there is the lower high right here. So it came in, tapped inside, and you can see AJ, unlike AU, is still perfectly bearish. This is the high, this is the low, everything is inside, right? And it just looks like it wants to drop right now. Okay, so you see that the correlation a little bit sucks right now. USD pairs, JPY pairs, right? So this is how I look at it right now. I think it's a little bit late. I think the entry was already provided. So here it came into tag, like, yeah, this is way too early. Then it came into tag again. I would have really loved for this one to be taken, but this took enough liquidity, right? And then it came in and you just simply wait for a little bit of a confirmation. So there it is, break up, break down, and then you enter from here. So you should be currently running a profitable trade right now. But this happened at 8:30. So yeah, this is pretty much the trade right now on AJ. So let's see if it follows that order flow right now, then it should be going to take out this low as a 50-minute break. If it does, then again, I'm just gonna keep following the flow until I'm wrong about it, right? And then hopefully we can reach the 50% on the 4H. So let's see. Bearish bias on AJ, bullish bias on AU. So it doesn't give me a lot of kind of confidence, right? So this one actually is providing right now a setup on the 1 minute. I'm personally looking usually to take it from there and have a safe stop loss below. A lot of members can sometimes do like this, which I find way too refined, but at least you can go break even very fast. So let's see how a long on AU is gonna play out and how a short on AJ. I don't like this difference in the correlation. So NU, same story right there. They're pretty much the same. We broke down and immediately we're breaking up. So 4-hourly turns bullish. Right, so we have to adapt. 4-hourly turns bullish. Then we have a new 4-hourly zone right there. Then if I drop to the 50-minute, the market is currently in a pullback mode, right? So we made a range, manipulated above the range, massive drop to the downside. And unlike AU, this is also still bearish, right? This is the high, so this is my major high. This is not a valid range, it's just a supply, right? And yeah, it pulled back roughly around 50%, and right now it's trying to push down. Tried to break the low, failed, and it's getting like this little bit of bullish reaction right there. So if I just look at NU, it doesn't look great, right? It doesn't look great. I would really love for it right now to actually go on and take out the low, give me a supply, and then for me to short into this 4-hourly demand down there. Okay, this is what I'm essentially looking at right now, because pretty much the setup, the only zone you could have traded is this one. This one is kind of looking like in the middle. Top 50% started rejecting. So this is what I'm looking on NU, right? And similar on AU. I would look for those pairs to align bearish if they're really going to go down. If not, they're probably going to push up, okay? Because the JPY pair, right? Again, yeah, we're bearish, massive breakup. It came all the way up towards like this overall daily zone, right? And right now, NJ is responding from this daily zone. But on the 4H, it turned bullish. Okay, so this is when you get that differentiation. So daily is bearish, weekly is bullish right now, and 50-minute, yes, 50-minute is on NJ is also bearish, right? So we have a breakdown there. I don't really like this right now, so not looking good. I don't like this a lot. So looking for it to once again give me a push, right? Give me some momentum, breakout, right? Give me a nice breakout, pull back, then take a short, or maybe even give me a bullish trend change so then I can take a long, right? I'm just waiting for the momentum, for the current like intraday, intra-session momentum, and then to try to take a trade, right? Right now, I wouldn't really take a trade because this one doesn't even make it clear, okay, where is my major lower high, right? I'd say it's this guy, but in fact, it's not, because here we have a couple of breaks up, breaks down. So I'm looking for something clean, okay? And I'm currently avoiding the JPY pairs. So let's see, right? Slightly tricky situation again, big differential right there. NZUSD is bearish so far, and it also bearish on the 50-minute. NJ is the same, so they actually move together. And there is the cause. Damn, I once again missed EU. It's just gonna roll. Yep. So there is that zone. So I was looking for a confirmation right there. You can see just smashed through that level right there. And then I was looking for this one to break, and it just broke and it ran away. Again, what I could have done is just take a swing trade right there with a 6-pip stop loss. I was monitoring it, but decided, okay, let me wait for this to happen. So yeah, right now, I think it's already too late, but if it decides to pull back towards this zone, it could be a short. But yeah, EU sometimes it's very tricky in London and Frankfurt Open, right? It just comes in, manipulation, boom, 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 boom. I think, again, the best trade would have been for me right there is to take it from here with a stop loss above. And currently, yeah, 2R, you can even look to secure a break even. So let's see. What I'm doing right now is I'm just setting an alert here. I was going to enter here. My alert is right there, taking a swing above this high, but it did not break, right? So let's see how it goes right now. Going on to USD JPY. So once again, yes, I told you this is the major lower high. The market opened, it just broke, right? So this just turned bullish straight on, right? So there we have a 4-hourly break up. We have a little demand right there, although this is not the major higher low. The major higher low is down there right now. It's not very nice because it's very big, and I don't like I like bigger zones. I always draw bigger zones in order to have a lot of space to enter, but I don't like them like this on the 4H. Okay, so technically this one is bullish. You can of course drop your range. Roughly 50% is right there, and I presume on the 50-minute it could be probably bearish. Yes. Broke structure down there. In fact, it could be tricky depending on how you look at structure. This can also be a trend change. This is according to me a trend change bullish. So then after this, you can try to take a long from here. But again, just looking at the overall kind of how it responds and how it reacts, I don't like it. It's similar to NJ, which was an overall consolidation. So yeah, I'm gonna wait personally for the CPI on this one today. Like, I do think it can definitely shake out the JPYs as well. So let's see. But right now, if you're looking for a setup, okay, let's check out what Euro USD wants to do. So overall, that's USDN. Let's see what happens. Bullish on the 4H, right? Which is kind of not very, yeah, which is similar to the DXY because this one is also bullish. And right now, the USDN as a USD pair is also starting to follow up with that bullish momentum, right? So let's see if you get the 15-minute bullish alignment right there, then the probability is going to be high because again, once again, the 4-hourly time frame is bullish. So let's see how it works. But again, I would really wait for the news to be over today and then look to really strike big time from tomorrow. Because after the news, we can have a couple of great days. USD CAD, yeah, USD CAD is actually just looking at my little drawings right there. It doesn't look that bad. So we made a pullback, we made a lower low, right now we're making lower high, and we can be continuing to drop lower, right? So if I just remove this, so we broke down, we pull back, so then we also break down again, right? And we have also a brand new supply zone right there. So yes, it looks bearish to me, which again does not align with the bullish DXY bias. And if we drop to the 15-minute time frame yesterday, yeah, it came in 1530. This pair really reacts together with the stock market as well. So it comes in, manipulates, then it goes down. And right now it's just staying like within this overall range. And in fact, according to me, because I take wicks as breaks, right? This is when I get a little bit of confusion sometimes. This is currently my 15-minute range, right? So it broke structure up right there. This is my higher low, and you can see how it's respecting the higher low right now. So again, coming similar to all the other pairs, as I said, CPI today, USD CAD will probably also get shaken. So I'm looking forward to see how this one is going to respond, because currently for me, it's not really a great trading setup until it breaks the low and gives me a continuation, or if it comes right there to take out this high, right, and then gives me another bearish alignment. Okay, so this is what I'm looking on UCAD right now. It doesn't look good for me and for the way I trade. So I'm going to be patient on this one and just looking for the CPI. And again, just stay tuned for that macro outlook we have. We could be targeting this low. So if we get that bearish steam coming on right there, any shorts you take could be a low probability, because again, we have a lot lower liquidity targets down there. Okay, so let's see. Use the Swiss. No. Yeah, so GU, a very good detail on GU is that this is the break of structure lower, but this is not the major lower high, according to me, right? I drew it because it was supply, but this is still the major lower high right there. Oops. Our time frame supply, right? So it came into the zone, like through a little wick right there, and it just continues to roll to the upside. So right now it's very important because we're still bearish on the 4H, right? So it came in right there, but it came in super bullish. It just gave you a higher low and then it continued. So there is no shorts to be taken yesterday on GU. I think GU did not offer. Yeah, if you're trading like GU, it usually works like with liquidity gaps. It takes out like Asian low and then it just expands, right? So right now, similarly, we are tapping inside this big zone right here, and the 15-minute is doing some fun stuff right now. So it just chops around, massive push up. And then according to me, this push up is a break of structure. There is our demand zone. So actually this one looks long right now, and look at the reaction, right? So it came in and you could be taking an entry right there in the break. Yeah, a bit of a big stop loss right there on GU. But yes, technically right now it's bullish according to me, which does not resonate with EU, but it resonates with, no, AU was also bullish. Yeah, AU is also bullish. So you can see AU right now, it actually came in, provided a setup, so you could be looking for a long right there. The only pair that is bearish right now is EU, right? So again, I really don't like when like there is such a breaks of correlation. But yes, let's see how this one goes. The short should have already been taken. If you continue to break up, that's fine. You follow the 50-minute until you're wrong, right? Because when you're wrong, you're gonna have a trend change alignment bearish from this zone, and then potentially we can start looking for the shorts. Okay, so that's GEO right now. Bullish market so far on the 50-minute. We are sitting at a very strong supply. So if we get any chance to get into a short trade that aligns, I'm going to be looking for it. And then GJ, probably similar, right? We have yeah, we have the same, right? So we came in, we reacted from this guy, and right now we're pushing up. Yeah, so there's the forward break. So yeah, similar to all the JPYs, GJ is also aligning bullish. We push up, we pull back a little bit. So again, very tricky. What are you gonna do? Where we can trade the 50-minute pullback, or any time that the market aligns bullish, you could be looking to take a long trade. Right now, it's a little bit messy, but in fact, it's actually long because it broke right there as a trend change. This is what broke, right? So yeah, we have that little long going on, right? So for example, long going on UJ right now, long going on was it EJ? Which one was giving a long? Yeah, long going on EJ as well. I don't really like those, but again, technically they're right. So let's see how it works. But again, I'm just not excluding the fact we can be reversing anytime soon. I like continuing overall bearish towards like the 50% of this quality range right there, right? So let's see. Gold, yeah, gold, I expected two things on gold, either a top inside this zone and a continuation lower, or just a straight drop. And in fact, this is what happened. The straight drop happened, and also this straight drop created the new hourly zone. So created the new hourly break structure. And then the zone gives me a bit hard time. So when it's hard time, then you draw a big zone like this, and then you just simply go and focus on the 15-minute, right? So the 50-minute, yesterday, I think 50-minute was very tricky, like up and down, up and down, up and down. Right now it's coming in again, right? And currently it's bullish. So currently it's bullish, right? It's coming in from this guy. So what I'm looking on gold right now is to see if it's gonna align bearish with that hourly bearish trend. Okay, so watch out on this one. It's too bullish, like we can have a new high, and then if we align bearish, then I'm gonna go short. Or if from here we break below this zone, then technically I'm going to be looking for the shorts as well. Okay, so gold in a very strong hourly supply zone. Let's see if the 50-minute aligns bearish, then we can start looking for shorts, continuation down, potentially breaking below this low. As I suspected, if you remember on the Saturday's analysis, this one is US 30 especially is grabbing lots of liquidity. So it has this range and took out the low, and I suspected it's going to take out the high, and I really look forward for it to take out these highs. So today on CPI, I think the CPI could be the catalyst for the market coming in and taking out these highs, all right? Because you can see it took out the low and immediately took out the high. There were some lovely longs yesterday, especially this one right there. This one hit like 5R in 2 minutes, according to with our entry down there. And yeah, right now it's still going bullish. The most recent range is this. This is what caused the break. This is the demand zone. So I don't like trading US 30 like this when the demand zone is from yesterday. And right now we have a fresh Asian range and the market might start going down and just break it. So I'm usually waiting for fresh momentum, but I'm not trading it today until CPI. Because again, if you remember, NASDAQ came in, took out lots of liquidity. And you can see, look at the US 30 reaction. Look at the NASDAQ reaction and look at the S&P reaction. None of those two were as bullish as the US 30. So US 30 is currently seeking liquidity from the upside. So I'm really curious to see if it's going to go and attack these highs right there and then start flushing. So this is what we're going to see today. So let's see. NASDAQ, again, as I said, I'm still waiting for that CPI. It's too bullish. Push up, pulls back. So on the 4-hourly time frame, it's too bullish. If you can catch any intraday trades, that's fine, right? But again, I'm not really looking to intraday trade. S&P came in on Friday from the major demand zone and it's currently responding. So it's still technically bullish, right? So if you drop to the 50-minute time frame and you get the bullish market right there, then you have a high chance of success because you're trading with the foliage, right? But with indices, I don't want to say too much because I want to wait for CPI today and then start seeing what's going to happen. So on US 30 today, either right now it grabbed the liquidity in order to flush, or it's going to come in, take out these highs, and then from there we're going to see what happens. So again, be patient. CPI day today, the market could chop around. Let's see. And yeah, Bitcoin tapping into a demand zone while Ethereum is breaking it. So yeah, I'm not looking at those. So just to recap, right? Just keep in mind, like the DXY is very important because the DXY is still bullish technically, so it can go long. We are of course expecting this as a target, which is a daily target, but we can of course reverse down. Currently, yes, it's trying to provide a long right there because of this recent alignment, so it's trying to give us a long. Let's see if it's gonna succeed. Euro USD similar to the Dixie is trying to give us a short, right? Let's see if it's gonna succeed from here, right? to push down, take out the low, then maybe give us a little bit of a downtrend because we're reacting from this very big supply. I'm currently running a short from here, so let's see if it goes. I didn't get a good fill because I just set the limit because I was doing the video. EJ, yeah, so the JPY pairs, I would be careful, right? The Aussie pair is also giving a long right now, which I don't like because Euro USD is short, and then AU is long. NU is also kind of, yeah, it's short. So you can see there is a very big crack of correlation about Tuesday, so I don't like this. So definitely I'm staying more on the sidelines, waiting for CPI, and I'm really gonna go all in Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Because after CPI, we're probably going to have some sort of liquidation and then momentum is going to follow. So that's the best time to be trading. Okay. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this one. It was a bit quick. I wanted to make it even quicker, but I still ranted for way too much. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully the update is good, and make sure to just follow the plan. Be aware of news, flow with the 15-minute. Don't marry a bias. You know, this is what I always preach. And I wish you a crushing week. Stay tuned for my next educational video. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you're looking to trade today, and talk to you in the next one.